Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's a board. This is the last board that we're driving today. The gilt sale will follow in 30 minutes. But this guy, we talked about Outlaw. We started to drive off with the boar, and we're going to finish it with an Outlaw son. The boar we call Here I Am. He is an outlaw back on Revolution. Revolution would be the Jesse Heimer boar that was reserved in Duncan probably 5 years ago. He was one of the bigger-legged, best hip and hind leg boars. He was a rib short and probably a tick too small. But that guy generated a lot of pieces for us. This guy's mama is a beast. We bred her to Outlaw a year ago that we sell to the Dishman family, and that was your High Points Hampshire Bard in the state of Indiana last year. We turned around and make that same mating, and we produce Here I Am. We're leading a gilt sale off with a sister here in a little bit. Guys, here's a Hampshire boar that we drove criminal last year, and I don't want you to forget that guy. And Outlaw just keeps getting the job done. We just breed him to different females and come up with new combinations. Study the bone and the mass and this one. And most Hampshire hogs that have this much mass, and I mean mass in blade, mass in center body, mass in loin, mass in hip, mass in bone, skull, all of the things you can put into words, but yet look how much ground this guy covers in so few steps. Most boars with this much mass cannot handle it. This guy walks around the ring with ease. Look how far he reaches, and he can still take that hip and hind leg, and he pushes it past his pin bone. Guys, here's a really unique individual. We think he's one of the better boars that's maybe ever stood foot here at Goldrush. We've got a lot of great boars. This Hampshire lineup, guys, there's a lot of good boar studs in America. Great. You're fortunate to have them. I'll put this Hampshire lineup against any place in America. Lots of unique opportunities with these boars. This is a great boar. Study the depth of jaw, the skull, just the total mass. Here I Am. Outlaw's leaving a legacy. I think he's going to be one of the true great Hampshire boars in the breed in this era. There's been a lot of good ones. He's not the only good one, but he's one of them. If I'd brought him out and said he was a crossbred boar, he'd be used on a ton of crossbred sows, but he is a purebred Hampshire. Remember that. At the World Pork Expo next year, there is a Hampshire crossbred class. Is that correct? Hampshire Sire. They are offering how much money, Mike, for the champion? $2,500 for the champion. It can be whatever. What's $5,000 for the top 5. In other words, they have to be sired by a Hampshire, and they're going to be DNA'd. They can be across whatever you want on the bottom side. Guys, when you think about that, think about the contender board, butterfly top, Skyfall, the big-legged, deep-sided one. Think about Outlaw himself, the hardball boar in the game, and then Here I Am. There's some boars here you can put on those cross sows, those Yorkshire sows, and come at them pretty strong for the expo.